far as like why am I the one? Like I said, I'm just like fucking talented. I know what I'm doing. Nothing's ever stopped me like from doing it. Once I started, I didn't stop. That's the thing. Like it was just like from the first time I made a song, it was like more songs after that. So I think, and like the other thing that I grew up knowing was just like, wherever you start, don't quit. Whether it's a sport or like any type of like extracurricular, anything like that, anything you do that you sign up for, you don't quit. Like even if you hate it, you can hate it. You don't quit. You just like do it. I remember like a year ago, I'd turn around, look at my friends, and be like, yo, like imagine where we're being a year. Like imagine like 2 years, imagine 5 years. Like imagine what we're gonna have. So I think that's the cool part about it, and that's what like really has always kept me like from not stopping doing it. Is I like literally have always told myself it's like manifestation. I'm like, I'm gonna get it if I just put that work in and if I actually like care about it. And like my mom was telling me like, oh, we gotta like look at colleges and we have to apply to colleges, and I kept thinking about like, what do I want to do? Like I don't even know what the hell I want to do. Like that sounds boring. This sounds boring. I don't want to waste my time. And like a big thing for me growing up was like, do whatever you love, even if it doesn't like make you like all that bread, like all that money you want. Like just do it. If that's what you love, do it to the best of your ability. Pretty much sophomore year was like the year I was like, I'm not going to college. I'm not wasting my time at like a bullshit job. I'm not going to put myself in debt like that. Like I just want to like pursue something that I actually like care about and I like doing. And then that's when like music came into play, because that was like the only thing I would like had going on. Because even in 3rd grade I wanted to be like a rapper, and like in like 2nd grade I wanted to be a singer, in 4th grade I wanted to be a singer, like a pop star, like all this shit. You owe me in the lies that you told me, yeah. Hey. It's so hard to do it like all in one with like the high pitch. That's so fucking hard. And when they overlay. Yeah, well I have this for the flow change right here, because I'm gonna
just do it like that.
Well, I have like the bass I cook right now, so it's like. So that Patron at times I'll be okay. Now I don't wanna see you crying, wipe up your feet. When I'ma be there every night, will you hold me? Won't give out the secrets and the lies that you told me. Caught in your old chain. Caught in your old ways.
Once you it'll be
No, I know. I can have it. I'll have it right here. Caught in your old ways, just need. Caught in your old ways, I just need you to change. Wipe up your face. I'ma be there every night. Won't give out the secrets and the lies that you told me. Hard in your old ways, I just need you to change. And I moved to Sunapee, New Hampshire, which was in like 2nd grade, but my like dad had still stayed in Manchester, so I was there frequently, like a lot. But I wasn't like, I still didn't really know anybody besides like Johnny, which is my bro, and that was pretty much it at the time. And then I moved, so 2nd grade I moved there. If nobody knows what it is, it's pretty much just like all trees. There's a lake, mountain, so that's pretty much what everybody does. I wish I honestly started younger. Like as young as I started, I was like 16 really, when I like probably like really started like saying like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. I started taking it more serious at like 17, 18, but like when I was 16. But I wish I like, even just the thought of doing music at like 14, like I wish I did that, because like I had the ability to, but I think it was more just like sports and like what I like still school, because I didn't know what I wanted to do with that route. Doing like it by yourself does teach you, but there is like at some point you can't just keep doing it yourself unless you like become like a pro at it. Like if you have like everything
unless
you
your skill grows as you do.
Exactly. Like if you have like all the equipment you need, everything, but if your shit's just staying like stagnant, then I don't think there's like that progression towards like, because like now I would never go back to like doing what I was doing before. Like I would never do it. That would just bring my sound down. Like I know where it is and it's building every time I make a song now. So I'm like, that being in a studio, so that's like, that's the next step every artist should take. Like the recent ones, like Juice WRLD, like when I heard him, that's when I was really like, like I could do shit. Like, cause if that's the type of shit he's making, like I relate more to that than anything else. Trippie Redd's a big influence too. I love Trippie Redd. He was like one of the first artists I heard, probably like sophomore year. I heard him and I listened to his first album, and then after that I was like, I want to be a rapper. Like I was like, I want to be a rapper.
So Trippie's the one that confirmed it for you?
I'd say, honestly, I'd say Trippie Redd was like the one that confirmed it for me. The one that kept me like listening to rap music. The one that really like pushed me to like fuck with that genre heavy was like 8th grade, 7th grade. It was like A$AP Rocky. I heard him. And I remember even telling him that, like when I like met him for the first time, I remember telling him that. as of recently, I feel like I've just gotten more into like I play a beat and I think of a hook on spot. I record the flow or whatever, or just record the lyrics, whatever, and then the whole song comes within the night. So sometimes I'll just go in and I'll just completely like off the brain and then just like think of a song. And then other times I come at it like I have a beat, I have a song. I'm gonna like bust that out really quick so I can like hear how it sounds and just like get it done because I have everything in my brain. I have like my layers, my like ad libs, like everything I want in the song. Like I have that already like pre-stored in my brain. But other times it's just like we're gonna wing it and hopefully make like a really dope fucking song. Just like based on quality, and then based on the way I sound. It's just like the listener just has to like see it for themselves. A lot of my life was changing, just like when I started like doing this project. Like a lot of things were happening. A lot of like shit has gone on in my life, like with like the heartbreak. So that comes in with like the too many love songs type shit. So that's just like, and how I thought about it was like heartbreak can be relatable to anybody, you know. Like so I just feel like relatable music's more like what people need nowadays. So that's why I think this project like really defines what kind of artist I am. Like I'm more just like I'm really about like my songwriting and like my flows and like how I sound. That's why I think this is gonna be like a really fucking good project. And like my inspiration came behind it because I made Days Like This, and I just hit like a wave where I was just like I just kept making these songs, like just not even like intentionally really. It was more just like all these love songs were just like coming out one after the other, and like there was like all the only things I was really even like writing or like putting onto a mic. And then like I had all these songs, like, and I think it was like only like 5 at the time, and I was like, too many love songs. Like I said that, like I didn't even like, it wasn't like I'm gonna call it Too Many Love Songs. I just like looked at it, I was like, wow, I got too many love songs. And then I was like, you know, that's a fire ass name. And then like there's like an idea I have for it for like if I do like a second, like a version, a sequel to it, yeah, and I'll just call it something different. But like it'll be cool. I'm honestly genuinely like super excited about this project because like yeah, because you've heard all of them, but I'm really everything behind it. Like this is truly like what the type of shit I make, who I am, and like I think a lot of people are gonna be like, yeah, this kid has it. Yeah, no, for real. I was solely basing my project around Days Like This at the time, so I was like, I don't know if I want to give it to him, blah 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 blah, and whatever. I was like, but then I was like, I don't want to give him an ass track that's like not like fully mixed, like nothing. Yeah. So then they give you Days Like This, and then like more people like fucked with it than I expected. Like a lot of people actually fucked with it, and I was just like, oh, that's fucking fire. And I was just like, that like really like, as far as New Hampshire, because like people were telling me, like some of my friends from Manchester shit, like the ones that like, because Manchester seems to be like where everything's happening, right? You know, like I said, I'm not like I'm not there, like that's not like where I am 24/7. Like I'm there a lot, but I'm like when I'm in New Hampshire, I am there. In Manchester, like a lot, but I'm not like.
You can tell from an outside looking in.
Yeah, you know, like I'm not like doing shit, but I'm like with my like all my friends are there. Yeah, but like everybody, like people were from there were like, yeah, people are like really starting to fuck with you, like they like that song. And, like I had actually like people like hit me up from that area and like DM'd me, and they were like, hey, I fuck with that song, and I was like, oh wow. I was like, I did not genuinely think it would be like that much exposure, but it like did a lot of exposure for me personally. So I think that's what I liked about Rerouted Records. I think that was like a mind-blowing thing about New Hampshire to me, and I lived there my whole life. I was like, people are making music, and then and then I like started looking into it more, and I was like, wow, people actually have like real like talent here in like such a small state. So it's dope, yeah. But yeah, Days Like This did a fuck ton for me. This project to me like mainly means like a lot to me because it's gonna show people like that I actually make good music. Like not a single person could come to me and say like, oh, you make bad music. There's a lot of like things in question as far as my music, and not because I was bad, but like, do I have like the actual potential to like take the next step? So I think that's where people are gonna see like, oh, like, yeah, he's a fucking artist. Like this kid like is good at music, and like he's going somewhere with that. But this project is literally called Too Many Love Songs, and you'll hear like in every song like, as it goes 1 to 9, that's like gonna show you like my songwriting ability, like how I like make a story out of like songs, and how I make a story out of the whole like project as a whole. So yeah, like it's been like probably half a year, like this almost like that this project has been like in the works almost. My peers will see that like my songwriting is very superior, like not in like a bad way. I just think like I just have like a unique way to like style it and like to put it all together. I don't want to hear it after this project, yo. I don't I don't want anybody hitting me up about it like, oh my god, like I remember when you made
Price
this.
is going up.
Literally, like everything is going up. It's stupid that I'm young making all this music, but it's like meaningful to me, you know? But like some people have like different experiences with it, that's fine. But for me, it's like now I'm just like I don't fucking care about any of that. Like hopefully one day down the line, like something will happen where I like could genuinely have that love again in my life. But like right now it's like on me because I put a lot of focus on other people in my life too much, and I've helped too many people and like done too many things where like I just haven't put myself first. And I put myself first in positions where I haven't, so I guess it all evens out. But like I don't even know. I think now I just like I'm like me first. I want people to remember me for just like literally living my life and like like the way I like literally doing what I want, living my life how I want. Like obviously like there's boundaries. I'm not just gonna go out and do whatever the fuck I want. Like I still gotta be like a civil human being. But like I don't let other people influence me on like what I should be doing or like how I should be like doing so. Like none of that ever matters to me, and like I think people should remember me for that. Like I've always just been the one that just does it. I make it work. I'll figure it out. Like that's the type of mentality I've always had, and it's always worked out. And I want people to remember me for just like obviously the music. Like I'm a talented artist, but at the end of the day, you choose to like me or not, and I feel like a lot of that's based off of perception and like what you hear from others. So like honestly, I don't give a fuck about that. I'll never care about fame really. But I want people to remember that. Yeah, no, I never care about fame. It's just fun. Life's fun. That's what I want people to remember me for the most. That I had fun while I was here.
No matter what happened.
Yeah, like literally, I made it work. Even when I was like mad, sad, whatever, I still like tried to have fun. And then like think of like the outcome in like a different way, or like think of how I can make it better.
Right. Look at the cup half full.
And it took me a while to do that, but I think now people really do. I think a lot of people will see that. Like even like now, like people I've grown up with, they'll tell you like, yeah, the kid's different. Like I'm different. Like that's the only way I can put it, you know? In like the weirdest way possible. I'm just not the same as anybody, and that's like the most cliche way to say it. But
there's a lot of mystery to it.
There's a fuck ton, and that's pretty dope. I think that's my favorite part about being an artist, you know? I've been too gone, yeah, and I don't